Time now for the morning rush. We begin with news happening now. The search is ramping up for an inmate mistakenly released by the Metropolitan Detention Center. MDC officials say 27-year-old Duwin Perez Cordova was released near 4th Street in Roma at downtown around 2 a.m. on Sunday morning. Perez Cordova has been held behind bars on charges including shooting at or from a motor vehicle. MDC is looking into how this happened, and authorities say he should not be approached. And if you know where he is, you're asked to contact BCSO. Also happening now, President Trump and Kim Jong-un are in Singapore for the highly anticipated summit between the U.S. and North Korea. The Trump administration has long said its goal is the complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo addressed the nation this morning, saying that they will soon get their first indications of if that's possible, or if that's even possible, rather. The Tuesday summit will mark the first time a sitting U.S. president has met with a North Korean leader. We will follow this and let you know what happens. Also happening now, thousands are waking up in shelters after being asked to leave their homes. This as the 416 fire near Durango grows. The fire, which has grown to nearly 17,000 acres in size, is only 10% contained. This morning, evacuations are still in place for the Purgatory, Lake Purgatory, Silver Pick Lodge, and Cascade Village areas. Many are choosing to stay at the Red Cross shelter at Escalante Middle School in Durango. So far, no structures have been lost or damaged from the blaze, and the cause is still under investigation. Kristen?
When it comes to today's forecast, we've got plenty of sun and hot temperatures out there today. You won't even find clouds in most areas. Tomorrow, a little different. We've got some spotty storms possible in the northeastern corner. Some of those could be strong to severe, but it's only going to be in the northeast. Everybody else with the sunshine. David?
Happening now, a Kirtland Air Force Base officer who disappeared 35 years ago is facing charges, including desertion, after being found in California. Officials say they captured William Howard Hughes Jr. after a fraud investigation involving fake identity. Hughes was involved in classified planning and analysis of NATO during the Cold War. He was last seen withdrawing more than $28,000 in Albuquerque back in 1983. Hughes told authorities he was depressed and decided to leave the Air Force. Also happening now, Albuquerque police are asking for your help with leads as officers say an investigation is underway after a man with gunshot wounds died. Now, it started around 4 yesterday afternoon when they say he was dropped off at Loveless Hospital in downtown. He was quickly transported to UNM Hospital where he later died. Now, no persons of interest have been named in this case. If you know anything, you are asked to call Crime Stoppers. Well, happening now, the FBI is looking for information about a homicide near Gallup. Officials say a man was found dead with multiple stab wounds on Friday morning. This was along China Springs Loop on the Navajo Nation. Now, the FBI says he was likely killed Thursday night or early Friday morning. Witnesses say they saw a blue sedan in the area at the time of the homicide. Well, Parkland shooting survivors and a teacher from that school, are getting a lot of attention this morning. This is all for their part in the Tony Awards. Now, a hero of the Parkland, Florida shooting was honored last night at the Tony Awards. Melody Hersfeld, who hid 65 students in a small classroom during the school shooting, received the Excellence in Theater Education Award. Her drama students then performed Seasons of Love and Rent on stage. Kristen?
Today's Metro Threat Index added 2 for some hot temperatures as we climb back into those mid to upper 90s. David?
And this morning, registration is underway for a unique camp aimed at getting girls outdoors, especially for those who are not physically abled. Now, this is the first time the Girl Scouts of New Mexico Trails is offering the Taste of Mountaineering trip. The plan is to show them all about mountaineering skills, camping, and rock climbing. Organizers say for the girls who are differently abled, there will be adaptive athletes there to show them the ropes. Registration for this closes on June 22nd. And starting today, hundreds of elementary students will learn how to fish. This is all thanks to a partnership between APS and New Mexico Game and Fish. Now, the organization will be providing the kids with rods and tackle, also teaching them how to reel and fly fish. Now, this activity is part of a 4-week hands-on science summer program that focuses on environmental, animal, and aquatic science. Kristen?
Now for a check on traffic, as we take a look at the map, just keep in mind we have a crash at Coors and Iliff this morning. Everything else moving smoothly. We also have our news tracker out and about I-40 westbound just past Louisiana. Looks pretty good right there. We'll keep eyes on that, let you know if it changes.
Very cool story this morning. An Albuquerque mom is saying her two boys had quite the birthday they will not soon forget. Some APD officers took time to surprise them on their big day. A group of officers paid a special visit to Elijah and Isaiah's 9th birthday party yesterday. Now, the boys have said that they have hopes of being part of the department when they get older, so officers let them try on some gear and even sit in a patrol unit.
Time now for the 5 facts. We begin with number 5. You can now drink locally brewed beer, all while helping a great cause. Monk's Corner Tap Room on Silver and 3rd unveiled its new St. Bridget's Brew over the weekend. It's named after an Irish saint known for charity. Monk's Corner will be selling the brew for $5 a pint, with $1 of every pint going toward Catholic charities. St. Bridget's Brew will be available at Monk's for the coming months.
At number 4, female professors at UNM are suing the university, saying they are being paid less than their male counterparts. Officials say dozens of female staff members received a letter from the Equal Opportunity Commission, and this happened last June, stating that they were being paid less. The EEOC's investigation included 40 professors across 4 departments, including economics, English, linguistics, and marketing. The letter prompted the 3 professors to file suit against the university for violation of fair pay laws.
At number 3, hot, dry, and sunny today. Albuquerque about 96 as a forecast high, just a couple degrees warmer than what we had yesterday. We continue with those hot temperatures tomorrow. Wednesday will be the transition day with more wind, more cloud cover, and slightly cooler temperatures. And then those rain chances get in here Friday through the weekend.
At number 2, thousands are waking up in shelters after being asked to flee their homes. This as the 416 fire near Durango continues to grow. The fire has now grown to nearly 17,000 acres in size and is at only 10% containment. Now, evacuations are still in place for the Purgatory, Lake Purgatory, Silver Pick Lodge, and Cascade Village areas. Many residents are staying at the Red Cross shelter at the Escalante Middle School in Durango. Officials say livestock can be evacuated to the La Plata County Fairgrounds. No structures have been lost or damaged from the blaze, and the cause is still under investigation. And at number 1, the search is ramping up for an inmate mistakenly released by the MDC over the weekend. Now, officials there say 27-year-old Duwin Perez Cordova was released from custody around 2 on Sunday morning. He was then dropped off near 4th Street in Roma downtown, where he was last seen. Perez Cordova has been held behind bars since December on a number of charges, including attempt to commit a felony and shooting at or from a motor vehicle. Now, right now, MDC is trying to figure out how this happened. Perez Cordova is considered violent and should not be approached by anyone. If you know where he is, you're asked to call the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office.